Right, it is MOT time, everybody. Yeah, so we're late, obviously. So can't do anything right. So we've just parked at a lovely, beautiful B&M. So the place is just over there, where that yellow building is. So I've got to wait for an hour and then go. Oh. This is the only reason why you should buy that. So you can sit and have cereal in B&M. I mean,
oh, yeah.
Right, MOT place is just there. Got to wait for a few minutes.
So it's still got a dog shit on your shoe. I've been good to you, he said. Like really salty.
Right, everyone, the verdict is in. And it's not too bad, actually. We've got a couple of the lights ain't working. That's fine. Prop shaft joint excessively worn. Yeah, so the UJ needs to change that. I'll change the bearing as well and just change as much as I can to give it a refresh. Advisories, plain steering rack. Oh yeah, my brake caliper's loose on that side as well somehow. I don't know how that's happened. So I need to check that out as well. But that's it. All tyres have uneven wear. But yeah, so not too bad. Obviously the main thing to sort out is going to be the prop shaft. But other than that, I was expecting loads of stuff to be wrong with it.
Oh, hello!
Yeah. You got some good shit?
I got some good shit.
We're going to stop at our spot on the road.
Oh yes, I love that spot.
Yeah.
Just friends though.
Just friends. Let's spin to that spot because I can't bother.
That's what?
Should we spin? Can we do it?
I don't know stuff.
Imagine if we won the 200 grand or whatever it is.
Oh my god, don't f with my heart. Monopoly? Okay, fine.
At least it's sunny, that's nice.
Nice and windy though.
Like threading a needle. That's going to be its home for a minute while I take the prop shaft off and everything. Ugh. Right, it's time to have a look and see exactly what we are dealing with. Oh, I love going under the van. It's my favourite thing in the world to do. Right, so this piece here needs replacing. That's the universal door, and as you can see, it's absolutely knackered. This bearing here I'm going to replace as well, because that is also knackered. I think that's where the noise is coming from. So what's that, 19mm, and then some pliers. Take that off first, that's a start. Right, 2 minutes. Oh, I don't really know what I'm doing, but we're giving it a bash. I'll get these little clips out, which are rusted solid. These ones, these are what are around the edges. So I'm assuming they need to come out first, and then it's probably going to be a case of whack it out. How the hell does that come off? Right. I don't know how much you can see, but I can't really see a lot, so you're going to have to deal with it. I'm free. God, that is proper fucked. Look at that. I wonder if it clangs around everywhere. Let's just give it a tap, I guess. The guy in the shops, in the garage today, said I'll need to get this balanced as well. Oh, that's what it should look like. Look at that, brand spanking new. So probably people laughing their arse at me at the minute. How on earth does that come out of there? Am I being stupid or what? Fuck it. Alright. So if any of you guys have done this before, you'll have been pissing yourself at me for the last few minutes because I've been going about it completely wrong. Because I just went at it like a bull in a china shop and then I look on the internet, which is never smart. So what I actually need to do is take the whole prop shaft off and do it on a vice, because there is no chance in hell I'll be able to knock these out from here, because you have to press them. So yeah, good, excellent job. So what I need to do is undo the prop shaft from there, and if you can see, probably not, and then it should come out. I'm an idiot, but this is how you learn. Right. Folks, how are you all doing? Right, where are we at? Well, I bailed last night on the prop shaft because well, I spent ages doing it the wrong way, clearly, because I'm stupid. And then I tried to do it the right way and I couldn't even get one bolt off. Hello.
Hello. Let's put it so it's going there. Hi. Like
Coffee mate? Tea mate?
No.
I'll have a tea mate.
No, coffee.
I'll have a tea mate.
But coffee?
Yeah, but I'll have a tea mate and you have a coffee.
You're making it then?
Mental.
I knew that would annoy you. Oh my god, I think you're getting predictable now, you know.
I'm just getting fuming. That's what I'm getting.
Why? Are you okay?
No.
Why not?
Because it looks like that. And the only job I actually need to do is going to involve me getting fucking drenched underneath the van. Anyway, I wasn't saying to camera. So, I've got a compressor in the garage here. But I think it's broke. Or I can't remember, something happened on it before I left. So I need to fix that, and then I can use that with the buzz gun. I should be able to do it that way. If not, then give up.
Hi everyone.
Basically.
We're getting depressed.
Yeah. Should probably explain actually what the whole situation is, because for people that don't know, will probably think that I've just come back to my house. This is not my house. This is my mum's house. I don't actually live here, but currently we are living on the driveway. While we're here, my car's here. They keep it for me, and I've got a load of crap in the garage. But other than that, this is my house. We're just sort of using their parking facilities for a bit. because it gives me a base where to stop and do the work. It's just while I do this prop shaft thing, because obviously the van's not drivable when I get that off, and then I gotta wait for the bit, because I would have ordered it, but there's different parts, different sizes, so I need to get it off, measure it, then order the new bit. So that's why I haven't done it yet. But yeah, as soon as I've got that done, we'll start moving around, staying at some other spots, because it's a bit not a fan. I want to go stay at least somewhere nice in the countryside, you know. Because this is not me. I don't like this very much.
You can't keep your car on.
It needs to get a
you?
goddamn battery.
Your car can't stay on, can it?
No. I've got a jerry can full of petrol.
Yeah. Give me that now. Just leave it.
Give me that.
Well, not a whole thing. Actually, yeah, give it me. You don't need it anyway.
It's for the generator though, so you've got to put it back in. Been trying to get the drive shaft off again today with the compressor. Still no joy. Can't even get one bolt off. My compressor isn't powerful enough.
You really got to do this within a week, or you'll have to pay for another MOT.
I've got to order the bits off eBay. That's going to take 2-3 days.
So, what we're going to do is... You don't have any WD-40?
No. It's going to go Halfords, try to find something. And then leave it to soak overnight. Try again tomorrow. If I can't do it, I'm going to have to get a garage to do it. I can't just go drop it off to a garage, because it's our house. I have to sleep at the garage. I can't leave it at a garage now. What's in it? All my shit. What if it gets nicked? No, like for real.
It won't get nicked.
They leave it. You know where they fucking left it? The one here.
Where?
When they did my clutch, they left it in the co-op car park.
Did they?
Yeah.
Did they not have a space for it then?
No.
That's quite funny.
It's not. They just left it there. I drove past it. I was like, "Are you taking the piss?"
Did you tell them?
Huh?
Did you tell them?
Yeah. I was like, "Why the f is it in your garage?" There's no enough space for it, mate.
Shall I go straight over?
These broken away.
Oh, steamy windows.
That is big.
Got a big fat trade size one. Should work.
Should.
I was looking what they had, but WD-40 had their own penetrating oil.
Okay.
But this is meant to do that anyway.
We're just having a McDonald's.
Why do you always go weird when the camera comes out? Right, so the plan, everybody, because this is starting to do my head in. I'm just going to soak it in this now, and then I'll give it another spray in the morning and see what happens. If I can't do it though, I'm just going to have to get a garage to do it, because there's not much else I can do. I can't get under the van enough because it's in a really awkward spot. I can't get under to get the leverage with like a pry bar or something. So I'll try this overnight. Yeah, see what happens, I guess.
We have here, everybody. Oh, the ground is painful.
Nearly got it, folks. Thank Christ. So it took 3 days of pissing about. Such a ghetto way to do things. Ah!
Oh my god!
Careful.
You became.
Oh, is that at the lens?
You almost took me and the camera out. Pull up your ass.
I'd rather not.
Why not?
Nope.
Yeah, boy!
Oh, thank fucking balls for that. Okay.
Oh, fantastic.
What is? I'm the wrong.
You ready?
Right folks, so you're going to mark the drive shaft so that it goes back on in the same place. It's loose. Now, I don't know what's going to happen now, but we'll find out. Oh, there we go, straight off. Okay. Oh, there it is. Hee-hee! That was easy. This only took 3 days. Oh shit. Oh. Right. So now that's off. I want to take that middle bearing off as well because I'm going to replace that too. See this one here. I'm going to try and get that off now. But I'm not going to be able to do this without going and getting a big... Oh wow, that was quite loose. That was alarmingly loose. I think I was about to give up as well. I was getting so pissed off with it, but I think it didn't help that the weather was shit. And it was just putting me off the whole thing. There we go. Alright. So, how's this going? Oh. So that bit goes on top of it. That's like not even connected to the shaft anymore. That's awful. Maybe I need to take off the other end. Oh. Also, I do realise now I've probably screwed up the position in terms of the balancing, but I'm an idiot. They did say something about getting it balanced again. How the fuck does this come off? I don't really understand how that comes off. Definitely needs to come off though because it's knackered. And look, it's not doing anything. I've got to figure out how to... But here's the part that's bust. This cross piece, you can see a bit of it's missing there. But that is well and truly knackered. So I need to get that off. You're supposed to press it out with a vice. No wonder I can't bloody do it. Right. This is my amazing setup that I've used to try and get this bearing out. I've got a little socket there. That I've been pushing through and then just using like a spacer here to... So hopefully that should come out now. I mean, it's probably... might be a shock to some people, but I actually don't know what I'm doing. Don't know if you noticed or not. I think I fucked up the drive shaft in terms of the balancing because I was so excited to get it off I marked the wrong bit. Oh my god, there's no needles left in it, it's just dust. I'll show you in a minute once I get the other side off. If anyone moans about the camera work on this video, I'm not gonna lie, I will probably just block you. I really can't be bothered to fuck around with the cameras right now. All I want to do is get this flipping thing out. It's a big enough struggle as it is without trying to worry about where my camera is positioned. That one's proper tight. I'm scared I'm going to break the vise actually. There it goes. Is that going, or have I broke the vise? I don't really know. I think I broke my vise. Yeah, I snapped my vise. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. Right folks, I've managed to get the other half out without the vise. Just had to do it on the floor with a hammer, just tapping down on the sockets. So there's the bit called a universal joint. So the cups that go on this one had no bearings left in them. So you see the bearings inside there, all the little needle bearings. That's how it's meant to look, and they've got no play in them. Whereas what was on the other two, all the needles are gone. So it was like that. So yeah, that's not good. So I need to go order one of these. Right, so let's explain what the crack is. Got that bit off in the end obviously, so I've ordered that part. I've not got the centre bearing off yet, because I got too cold and it got dark, so I couldn't really see what I was doing. But I managed to get a caliper in there and measure what the size, because there's two different sizes that you can buy. So I've measured the one that I need and ordered that as well, so they're all coming by the weekend hopefully. I'll try and get that bearing off tomorrow. So that just sort of freed my mind a little bit. So now they're on order. Now I can think about some other jobs. So I was looking how to get that centre bearing off, and apparently you just need to like tap it from the back. So I'll give that a whirl tomorrow. But now I can just start chilling out and looking at some of the other problems that we've got. First one being the generator, because obviously I spent all that bloody money on it and I've not really been able to use the thing because of the whole carbon monoxide issue. Not exactly sure how I'm going to go about this yet. I'm going to try it one way first, which is this. So I've moved it. So it was on the floor down here, you see where that exhaust was going out, and I'm planning to move it up onto this shelf, and then port the exhaust, which is on the other side, straight out the wall, bend, and then go across a bit with a silencer, which has just come in the post today. And then I'm gonna paint this thing because it looks awful, but it's just a scooter silencer, so I'm gonna try and mount this, obviously paint it all black, mount this onto the wall of the van with a little nozzle, so it's going to be going out away from the van. So just going to try it. I'll try it that way. Should work. Got all the fittings here. It's probably not going to be a straight fit. I'm not that lucky, but I can make it work because I've got my garage here now, even though I just broke my vice, which I'm really pissed off about. Put a bit too much leverage on it because it's only a small vice, but oh well, it's lasted a long time. It's lasted me many years actually, so it's not the end of the world. Oh wow, that's actually almost a perfect fit in that pipe. So that's cool. Fuck's sake. You know it's a quality product when the gasket comes torn in the bag. It was £8, so you know. But that just bolts on there. It's just like a really bog standard scooter silencer, but it should help. It's definitely better than that bodge thing that I made underneath. So that's, yeah, so what I'm going to do is try it like that. So the hole in the wall, I'm going to make it slightly bigger than the pipe, but then I'm not going to fix the pipe's going to be able to move in the hole, because obviously this thing shakes when it's running, and if I have it fixed, then it's going to put tension, stress on the exhaust, and it'll end up cracking. So it'll be a slightly larger hole so that it can move in and out, and then it will be fixed onto the side of the van. So what I'm going to do, the plan is, I'm going to try that, because the exhaust is around here, about that level, so that'll go out there. If I still get carbon monoxide, I'm going to build an enclosure, so a wall here, probably move these parts across, box that in, seal it completely, and then buy a door, cut a hole in the wall, and buy a door for the outside of the van, so I can access it from the outside. That's the only way I can think to do it really, and then have like a vent obviously so it can get air intake and all of that. And then if that don't work, then I'll give it up. I'll probably just set it on fire, you know. But I think it should be pretty cool. Hopefully it'll work. It frees up a bit more space in the garage as well doing it that way, so it's kind of a win-win. Another part that's arrived today as well is a silencer for the heater. I don't know how well this is going to work, but just one of these cheap generic things. Might make it a bit, I mean it's not mega loud, but we can hear it spooling up now. It does sound a bit like a jet engine. So yeah, I got that to fit, and I've also bought a Y pipe for the heater. So I've got 2 new bits of ducting, and that's the Y piece. So that's going to come out the hot air end of the heater, and I'm going to run a feed back on itself and into the garage. Because everything in here just got like damp, and all my tools started to go rusty. Even the generator's got rust on it, just because of how freezing cold it got in here. Obviously because this whole area is completely separate from the living area, so I'm thinking to have one of the heater ports pointing into the garage, just to try and help with that. So then this, you know, it's not going to get as cold in here. So I've got, comes with a Y piece and 2 new outlets. Oh, they swivel. That's pretty cool. In fact, I might put that on the inside because I've not got one at the minute, and that's a better one. That's pretty good actually. That's better than the one that I originally had because it's flush. The one I had used to stick out quite a lot. That's pretty cool. Didn't even know that. So yeah, so I'm going to have 2 outlets on that now. That's the idea anyway. I've got a load more of the flexi tubing. So I should be able to set that up properly now. But again, it's things like this that you don't learn until you actually go live somewhere like Chamonix, for example. You know, living in flipping minus 16 or whatever it is, you realise where you learn things that you can't possibly learn when you're building in England. You know, it just doesn't get that cold, does it? Yeah, so that's the plans to be getting on with. Obviously I've got loads of jobs to do. I know I've not posted a video, so obviously this is going to be all the days combined into one video. I'm trying my best, trying to keep motivated. It's a bit depressing here, if I'm brutally honest, but you know, it is what it is. The van was fucked, like there's no getting around that. That was very, very dangerous. I'm surprised I even made it back. I didn't realise it was that bad. I just hope I ain't messed it up too much. I've kept it in the same place, and I've not moved the van, so the rear one is where it is. So if I put the mark on that, then when I reattach it to the front, that shaft stayed in the same place, so it should slot in almost exactly like where it was. You know, I'm an idiot because I was rushing. I didn't mark all the way along the shaft, which is what you're supposed to do. But you know, you learn from your mistakes, and hopefully it's not too off balance. If it is, I'll have to go get it flipping balanced, won't I? It's just, it is what it is. There's not much you can do about it now. But if anyone's thinking of doing that job in the future, make sure you mark the whole shaft. I mean, you know, I never claim to be an expert and know what I'm doing. I just try, and I like all the jobs, I try them. Like when I needed to do when my clutch needed changing when I first got the van, I tried it myself. I couldn't even get anything off, so I just bailed, to be honest. But I like to give everything a go, and you know, at least try. You know, if I can't do it, I can't do it. Like I'll get a garage to do it. Yeah, it's just one of them. I've managed to get it off though, which I'm pleased about. Oh, this would be well cool if we can get this mounted up here. Bit out of the way, it's the right height to work on it and stuff. That's cool. I really, really, really want this generator to work. Because I've still not been able to test it properly. Because, you know, within an hour or so of running it, I'll get carbon monoxide coming in and I have to kill it. And I've not been able to give it a good, like, I mean, I wouldn't be able to run it for 4 or 5 hours non-stop because it'd probably overheat, but at least like a few 2 hour or hour and a half intervals, let it cool down for 20 minutes and run it again. I want to test it and see if it will actually charge them batteries up full, because if it will, then I'm sorted and I'll always have power. Obviously it's coming into summer now, so it's not going to be as critical, but so I'm prepared for next winter. I want this to be a working thing and, you know, good to go, so I'm confident. I know I can just pull up anywhere and I'm never going to run into the same like the power issues we had last winter or this winter were just a joke. It was horrible, to be honest. You know, waking up and you've not even got enough power to run the heating and it's like minus whatever outside. It's not fun. There's nothing fun about that. That sucks ass. And it's literally like, some mornings it was, you know, I think the lowest I read it was -6 inside the van. That's with all the insulation and stuff, because obviously if you've not got heat inside, it's going to get cold. Doesn't matter how insulated it is, it's going to get cold eventually. And -6, I think it might have been even lower some mornings. But that kind of temperature when you're in your house, indoors, it's no good. When Bolski's water bowl's flipping freezing solid on the ground, like, it'd be good to get this Y piece on and the heater, and I can just leave it ticking over on low to stop it freezing. There's no real reason why I can't leave that on overnight. I don't have any problems with that now, and I've got smoke alarms everywhere, so I should be able to leave that ticking over through the night, just to take the edge off. It doesn't need to be boiling hot, you know. Even if it kept it at like 10 degrees in here, that's better than minus whatever. But yeah, that's where we're at. So I'll carry on tomorrow, try and get that centre bearing off. Hopefully it's not raining again. That's about it pretty much for now, but I'll keep you updated anyway, so I'll see you all on the next one.